the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. I am polishing the turd, which is this special bonus podcast. It's bloody hard to polish at the moment. It's not shining up at all. But the one that I want to talk about again is, I just want to know, is it beneficial to have a sibling at school with you? Because, you know what, everyone talks about these stories of your older brother or sister sticking up for you if somebody's bullying you, but I think it's the opposite, isn't it? They don't want to go near you. They don't want to know you. My youngest son, Lennox, who is 11 years of age, had his high school interview, and he dropped the line of having his brother at the school quite a bit, but do you know what? The way that they're fighting at the moment, I don't think it's going to go down too well. Our 11-year-old Lennox had his high school interview yesterday. So it was, you know, it's one of those moments. I love these interviews because as I was walking in, there was tables everywhere and there's a lot of interviews going on, Kate, and the best thing, it's one of those moments where the teachers have to look at the parents and go, I'll hold you up there. I'm not asking you the question. I'm asking your child the question. There's a lot of that going on.
It's an exercise in self-control, isn't it? You didn't wear your Adidas 3-stripe, though, did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Okay. The whole tracksuit, and I had a bum bag on and a Nautica hat.
Did you make any money out the front?
I actually like your 3-stripe, Fitzy. I was just saying, maybe... Did you put on a fresh T-shirt? Like, is there a pressure on the parents, do you think? Was shorts. BJ all lovely?
You know what? I don't... and this is what I love about it. There was a lot of tradie dads there, so they've come straight from work.
Just to point out too, Fitz, I don't know if you know, yesterday you had a hat on that said Kill 'Em All.
Metallica, one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yeah, Kill 'Em All.
It's an album.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure that's what you want going into a teacher chat.
Well, that's what I wanted one of the brand values to be for this show, but that didn't get over the line. So when you sit down, BJ and I said, okay, Lenny, this is Lenny's interview, okay? So we stay back, and there are moments that you do want to jump in, but you got to be very patient. So we were really impressed with Lenny, because there were two big words that he brought up in his interview. So one of the questions was, what would your classmates say about you, Lenny, as a fellow student?
Legend.
And straight away, Katie came out and he said, you know what they would say about me? I have confidence.
Wow.
And I went, wow. He's got the confidence to actually pronounce confidence.
Yeah.
I'd probably struggle there.
Don't ask me to spell it.
It wasn't a written exam, was it? No.
The other one was, if I spoke to your teacher, what would she say is the best way to teach Lenny?
That's a great question.
It is a great question. And he said, and I love this, he said straight away, he said, I like to be independent. He basically said, I know I can get into trouble by talking to my friends sometimes, so the best way for me to learn is to be independent and by myself.
Wow, he's done a don't argue, hasn't he?
So they said, all right, well, you're in a classroom by yourself, mate. No, you've got none of your friends
There's no space
around
here because there's 600 other kids going to be here.
The other one I wanted to bring up, this was the big one, he kept bringing up his brother, because his brother goes to the school. And he kept saying, they said, why do you want to come to this school, Lennox? And he said, because my brother goes here and I think my brother would look after me. And I looked at BJ and I went, I don't know about that one. The way your brother's treating you at home at the moment, I don't know if he'd be there for you in those moments, mate.
But that's love, though, isn't it? Like, to me, I love that he said that.
I've been thinking about this all night. Is it a positive or a negative thing to have an older or younger sibling with you at high school? Was there a hero moment where an older brother or sister saved you? Or was it the other way around where they just made your life hell?
Good thing or a bad thing having a sibling at school get involved? What happened, Sarah?
All right, it is absolutely a horrible idea to send kids to the same school, okay? We actually ended up being in different schools because, all right, for example, one time there was this roll-up and it was a real issue because my sister, she's my twin, she wasn't dividing it properly, so we ended up in a punch-up over it.
Oh,
because,
are you talking about an Uncle Toby's roll-up?
Like fresh fruit flat out?
They've got a new grape flavour. Have you seen that one?
So you had a fight with your sister over half a roll-up, Sarah, and this happened regularly at school. You always got into knuckles with your sister, did you?
Well, or less. But anyway, this time the principal and the deputy were right nearby. Someone went and got him, brought him over. We're still in full swing. Principal tries to break us up. My sister takes a swing at the principal. Oh. We both just stop. We're like, we look at each other. I bolt. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this. No way. So then I leave her to deal with that, and I'm running home. Next minute I hear that, it's a problem.
Oh.
So
Yeah, without a roll-up either, and no roll-up.
No
But you know,
roll-up,
in
fight your
Sarah's,
sister.
in Sarah's sister's defence, it's not easy to break a roll-up in half.
No, it's not.
It's not easy.
It's a fair call.
You get the scissors.
But
You have to cut roll-up.
you think Mum would give a roll-up to each sister, wouldn't you?
Well, that would solve
Well,
the
then
solution.
there's another bigger issue. It all starts at home, guys.
Oh, my God.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the special bonus podcast. Do you know what? Usually when you're at school and there's a dog that comes into class, or a turtle, or a bird flies into class, it's exciting. Everyone gets excited. But when it happens at your own home, it's disgusting. It's an absolute bloodbath. And I walked home to realise that a magpie had got into our house and had been there for a couple of hours. I didn't know Jackson Pollock was coming in to do some painting in the house. You'll find out what happened in the podcast. It is jarring when you hear a scream come from the house from one of your children. You're like, what have they found? What is going on here?
Are they
What
okay?
Is there somebody in the house? You're freaking out. So this is Huey, got home from school, walked up the stairs, and he's like screamed. And I haven't heard that scream from him for a while. So you go into sprint mode. And I don't know if you guys know, but I hold a couple of Australian records, so quite quick off the mark.
Oh, you did the long jump, did you?
Well, yeah, a high jump over the stairs.
Wow.
And I've got up to him and I said, and he gets up there, he goes, Dad, there's poo everywhere.
Oh.
So I've then gone up the stairs. I'm going, what is going on? A bird's got into the house.
Oh,
BJ's left she's left one of the doors open upstairs, and a bird has walked in. And the cat, we've got the new cat, Looney,
Of course.
is trying to catch the bird. The bird doesn't know how to get back out through that little strip in the door that it got in through, and it's just banging into the wall, and it is freaking out. And I've gone up the stairs, Kate, and I've hit up the top, there is poo everywhere. Now, I've then gone into our main bedroom. There's poo all over our bed.
Oh, no.
Then Huey's let out another scream. I've gone into his bedroom. There's poo all over his bed.
Oh, no. From the one bird.
The birds travel.
What sort of bird is it? A Tom Ivy?
It was only a tiny little swallow as
Really?
well. And I'm... Oh, God, the damage that it's done.
There's no more worms left in that bird's tummy.
It took me about an hour and a half just with baby wipes to go around and just clean up all this poo all over the house.
Oh, you're a good man.
What animal got into your house 13, 24, 10? When you get home and you're freaking out because you can hear noises, that's the other thing as well. To herd this bird out as well, like it's
a
I've
big
done
ask.
done that plenty of times over the years, but when it's an actual flying bird,
Couldn't
it's
call-
hard
What's
to...
harder?
What, you couldn't call this one an Uber, mate?
Oh,
Let's hope there wasn't.
guys.
I
Have we
don't
done
know.
this whole story so you can get that joke
Either way, I
away?
enjoyed it. I enjoyed the setup and I enjoyed the punchline.
Cade's given us a call from Granville. What animal did you have in your house, Cade?
Well, I had a cat, a little kitten in my property when I was building it. So I was in the construction phase, and I had the framework up, and then they were about to come and sheet my walls. So I had to get this cat out, and I had just noticed it in the morning of the day of the sheeting. So I had to go and chase the cat around, make sure he got out, but he went into a section where I couldn't get into, and it delayed the whole process.
Oh, so you couldn't build the kitten into the house,
Well,
could you?
everyone's telling me, just don't worry, it'll come out, just sheet over it. I'm like, mate, I want to have a dead cat in my walls.
Yeah,
No one wants a dead cat in the wall.
Cade, what's worse to deal with, kittens or other trades?
Oh, definitely the trades, mate. You know, the kittens are all right.
It's probably our first Cade we've ever had on the show too.
I like that. Let's go to Edwina in Castle Hill. What animal did you find in your house, Edwina?
I had a rat in my bedroom.
Oh, good news.
What was his
Found-
name, Edwina?
Bloody love
No,
rats.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I could hear it scratching on my bed and I freaked out and then got up in the morning and found shredded carpet from my walk-in wardrobe into the bedroom where the little bugger had scratched its way through.
They are mean little things, aren't they? And
Oh,
they can
yeah.
eat through anything.
They will eat you if you're fast asleep.
Yeah.
Actually, Tommy, have we got a life improver today? Is that today or tomorrow?
Yeah,
when are we
15
doing that?
minutes away, Life
Okay.
Improver.
I've got an unbelievable life improver when it comes to getting your kids to clean up their room.
All right, good idea. Maria's in Pymble. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
What animal snuck into your house?
A possum fell down the chimney in the middle of the night and got into our bedroom. I just had a baby, and so, you know when you're a light sleeper because you are waiting to wake up every minute, and I heard something, and then I felt something, and I was like kicking my husband, there's something in here, and he's like, what are you talking about? And then I heard ka-dunk, 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 something was running down the hallway, and I was like, in my head, I'm going, did we leave the garage door open? Is it the neighbour's cat? What's happening? Kick the husband out of bed, and he's like, there's a possum. So we switched the light on, and there were black little paw prints all over the
God.
bed, all over the carpet. Anyway,
Santa possum.
got the possum out in the end.
He
but
had to
yes,
chase that
was
furry little possum out the door.
It's a good effort.
He did in the end.
Oh, my God. Maria.
Andrew and Botany, what was on your pillow, Andrew?
Mate, I had a snake on my pillow when I was younger.
No, you didn't.
No.
Where were
I
you?
did.
Not in
Where
Botany.
did you live? In Queensland?
No, I was country Victoria. It was summertime. Again, I was young, about maybe 6 or 5. I just remember I opened up my pillow before bed and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
And there was a snake curled up there. Because we used to have one of those window grills that you just like flip open for the day. And yeah, I'm assuming it crawled through there and that freaked me out.
Yeah,
It doesn't crawl. It doesn't have legs.
No,
You
no.
couldn't sleep in that room ever again, Andrew.
Oh, I had no choice. I was only 6 years old.
Well,
Yeah,
6
so
or
freaky,
5.
what? Yeah, 6 or 5.
Normally you'd say 5 or 6.
Or 7 or 6.
Snake.
God, a snake crawling across your face.
Naked snake.
No one wants...
It's a
Snake
No one's a
crawling across your
snake.
face in the middle of the night. I tell you what.
Do you know...
There's a lot of people that would pay for that. But,
Do you know, told you Fitz about that friend of mine lived in Byron Bay and there was a couple of diamondback pythons that were on the veranda and they called the snake guy in and they said, well, we can get rid of the pythons but they keep the nasty snakes out. So if they were living in the ceiling, they keep the red-belly black snakes and the king browns out. So what do you want?
Remember the black mamba over in South Africa when we were there for I'm a Celebrity, and it slithered between our legs, Kate, while we were eating dinner
On
at
the first
resort.
night we were there.
Wow.
The most
And there's
dangerous snake in the world.
A woman from the resort goes, guys, just going to give you a heads up here, just nobody move or any quick movements, but we have a little friend that's come to join us for dinner.
Yeah, you'd be fine. Quick
I was
movements.
on the table a little bit quicker than she could say that. I was
Tom
harnessed
was up
to
on the
ceiling.
roof.
Yeah. And Dr. Chris Brown was there.
Or Tom.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
lovely.
Tom was peering through a window. He wasn't.
Oh, God, he was dressed as a
weird.
zebra.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.